Well, this is lovely. Um, Hello, everyone. Welcome back to that. Something I neglected to mention is that oh, there's no one watching.
Oh boy.
No concurrent viewers. This is beautiful. Joy. Okay. Yeah, take two. Awesome. Yes, please pardon my sarcasm. Yeah, so YouTube is doing a great. My internet has been a little bit spotty, and unfortunately, I kind of was worried that this might be the case, but sadly, it does appear that there's might be the occasional interruption like that, which is just not fucking cool. Sweet, awesome. Anyway, so here we are in the first minute. I just actually made this video unmonetizable, but whatever. Lauren Griffin lives. Yay, it's back. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Yeah, the internet connection has been dipping periodically for the last couple of days. It might be due for a reset. It does occasionally start having some connection errors from time to time, so it might be due for that. I don't know exactly when it cut out for everyone. Because that's part of it. I do know that the conversation was basically continuing, talking about the fact that Rosangela's auntie was effectively catatonic, but mostly because they just kept her sedated. Otherwise, she would get really super agitated. This is why I think Twitch is better. Yes and no. It's all subjective. For me, YouTube is admittedly easier, just in general. And ultimately it comes down to, do I want to prioritize Twitch? Because that's the other part of this, is that YouTube archives it automatically. Versus if I'm streaming it, I don't know how to work Twitch. I'm gonna be straight up about that, but like, YouTube is a lot easier for me to use, just as a whole. Everyone is online, class and stuff, and everyone's inside. They're doing Wi-Fi bad. So, everyone has their own comfort zone, but just kind of keeping you up to date. He is being incredibly invasive with his questioning about Rosangela and her personal history, and being very frank about the fact that her auntie was, sedated for many years because alternatively she was likely going to be hurting herself. Anyway, I'm gonna take another sip, babes, and then I'm going to let the conversation continue.
Yeah.
They did try, I think what they're talking about is that they did try to bring her back. Giving her periods of time where the sedative would wear off, I think is what they're saying. And then let her try to speak, and if she was still bad, they would put her back under, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, also I will say that I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm on direct cable to the router, so no, it's just the straight up internet. Anyway.
Content to merely keep a patient comfortable. We are, after all, in the healing profession. We were trying to heal your aunt, and to do that, we had to speak to her.
Wait, you spoke to Auntie.
We tried to.
Did she answer back?
After a fashion, yes.
Did the clock just stop? Oh, okay, there it is again.
Wait, what do you mean by my condition?
Hereditary dementia is my specialty, Miss Blackwell. And in my opinion, there is significant cause for concern.
Sorry, did you say hereditary?
Yes, 2 generations. Your aunt and your grandmother before her.
My grandmother?
Yes, Patricia, I think her name was, right?
I never knew my grandmother. Auntie Lauren was it. There was nobody else. She couldn't exactly provide me with a family history.
Oh, I see. I had no idea.
Well, maybe you should have. Did anyone else come in to visit her besides me?
No, you are correct. I should have read the family history more carefully.
You really should
apologize.
have.
I just assumed. Well, never mind. It doesn't change the fact that you should be concerned as well.
Go on.
You're very delicate,
Patricia
sir.
Blackwell suffered her mental collapse at the age of 55. Lauren Blackwell underwent hers at the age of 40.
What are you saying? That the same thing is going to happen to me?
No, I'm saying that there is significant cause for concern.
Alright, what did Auntie say?
If Auntie spoke, why wasn't I told?
Miss Blackwell, do you remember what brought your aunt here in the first place? Her screaming, her hitting herself?
I was only 5 years old at the time, but I kind of remember.
In order to prevent her from doing harm to herself or to others, we were forced to sedate her.
Yes, we've been over
When we
this.
limited her medication, she simply reverted to her former state. Her natural state, I'm sorry to add.
What did Auntie say?
Nothing that made any sense. But one thing was clear. She was in great pain.
Pain? What kind of pain?
It's difficult to say, but it was immense.
How immense?
When we reduced her medication, the transformation was dramatic. Her eyes flew open, she thrashed, her screams. Well, we had to gag her eventually.
My God.
I know.
Did she still feel it when she was sedated?
We don't know. There's no way of knowing.
25 years.
I know.
Poor Auntie.
So anyway, circling back to my grandma.
So, I had a grandmother.
Apparently
Yes.
so.
How do you know about her?
It was in your aunt's case history when she was brought to us. Patricia Blackwell's symptoms were the same, word for word. Patricia's case was severe, and she was young, but it was chalked up to being an ordinary case of dementia. Until
Until it struck her daughter.
20 years later, when it struck her daughter, yes.
It seems impossible.
Perhaps it's genetic, but we've detected no abnormality.
Well, this has got depressing real quick. I assure you it only gets worse from here.
So what should I do?
Right now, nothing. This
Thanks.
type of thing is unprecedented. There is no procedure to go through, no medication I can give you. I just want you to be aware, is all.
Awesome.
And talk to me if, well, there's any concern.
Huh. Okay, you're super professional. I believe that you're actually a psychiatric person who's been all credited and everything.
Unfortunately, more people like this have legitimate fields in this industry than you'd like to think.
Oh, I know.
You couldn't find any other link between the two cases.
None, aside from the family connection. And a name.
A name? What name?
The documentation we had on your grandmother is minimal, but there was one interesting item noted. During her more lucid moments, she uttered the name Joey. Your aunt, too, would cry out that name on occasion.
Joey?
Yes,
Who's Joey?
we've been wondering the same thing for 25 years.
So, no, I'm not actually doing the voice acting for this, although I'm very flattered that you think I'm good enough to match the VA for her. Talk to me if you have any concern. How is dementia not concerning? Who's Joe? It's Joey, and we don't know.
Is there anything else you
Hey,
need to
how
tell
you
me before
doing?
I go?
Fuck off.
Your aunt had some personal effects in storage. As the next of kin, you're the beneficiary. It's just a folder, some documents, and so on. It's being sent to your address via messenger.
Awesome.
Oh, well, thanks for that.
It's no problem at all. Goodbye, Miss Blackwell. My schedule is fairly open now, so feel free to drop in anytime. I'm always happy to discuss my favorite patient.
You know,
Sure.
you're getting creepier by the second, sir.
Yeah?
Come by any time.
It's the security guard. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
I don't think so.
Why not? Fine. I guess I'll go home. Thanks for that. Not like I could have picked it up while I was here. To be fair, he didn't know that she was necessarily going to inherently arrive immediately. I wonder.
Come in.
I'm feeling like I could use a little social interaction.
Hello, Rosa. Come in, come in.
I
Don't
did.
mind the pooch, he's harmless.
Here, boy.
Oh.
Hi, Dog?
His
Moti.
name is Moti.
Right. Moti. See ya.
Right, Moti. Oh,
Let me guess, you're hungry again? Go get it.
That's Nishanti's dog. So, how are you?
Oh, I'm just fine. Right, Moti? Aren't we just fine?
I do actually like Nishanti.
Oh,
Thanks
yeah.
again for helping me out earlier. I'd probably be sleeping in a hotel tonight if it weren't for you.
Oh, didn't you hear? The strike's over.
Really?
It only lasted a few hours according to the report on the radio.
I suppose that's irony.
I suppose so.
So, you play the flute, huh?
Yes, I play the flute. It's called a bansuri. What about you? Do you play an instrument?
Me? No, I can hardly play the kazoo.
Take care,
Let's
Phoenix.
see.
Have
You
a good
strike
one.
me as being creatively inclined. Are you a painter? A writer?
Well, I'm trying to be a writer.
I knew it. Anything published?
Nothing really, aside from book reviews in the Village Eye.
Village Eye? You mean that little paper they sell at the stand?
You've read it?
I've seen it around, but I've never actually read it. Perhaps I will the next time I see it.
I mean, there's not exactly a lot of competition for being the nicest NPC that she's encountered, but
Oh, yeah.
That dog is adorable.
Moti? He's spoiled rotten, but he's good company. He's taken quite a shine to you, that's for sure.
Huh, yeah. Usually I'm not good with animals.
You never had a childhood pet?
A pet? No, I had a teddy bear.
Well, you probably had the right idea. Moti's a little thing, but you wouldn't know it from the amount he eats.
He's very active, it seems.
Yes, that probably explains it. See that box of biscuits? I buy a new one every 2 days. Moti doesn't have a stomach. He has a black hole that sucks in food. Feel free to give him one if you like.
okay.
You have a very nice apartment.
Thank you. A bit small, but that's New York for you.
Yeah.
You seem very friendly with the people in this building.
Well, I didn't grow up here. I didn't realize it was taboo to chat with neighbors.
Well, it's not taboo exactly, it's just...
Oh, I know, just one of those unspoken things. I've found that most people are pretty friendly, though, once you take the first step. People have their defenses up most of the time. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Kind of.
Why do you play the flute in the park?
It's a place to go, I suppose. I was walking there one day and I had the bansuri with me, so I started playing. Next thing I knew, I had a bunch of people around me. So I go there as often as I can now. It gets me out of this stuffy apartment. And I admit, I like the attention. Plus, Moti loves the dog run there. Well, he did until they closed it down.
And again, I love the details where she really is just this very humble, friendly person.
Yeah.
Why did they close down the dog run? It seemed okay to me.
Nobody really knows. It started about a week ago. Dogs started howling, running around like maniacs, acting strange. Some even hurled themselves at the fence door trying to get out. They say it's some kind of high-frequency wave that's caused by electric cables or something. Some high-pitched sound that the dogs can hear, but we can't. But I know better.
You know better.
Definitely. I noticed these things. I could tell that things weren't quite right. Something in the air. It's not a high-pitched noise. That would only cause a dog pain. This was more than pain. The dogs were scared.
Well,
What was there to be scared of?
pain! Dogs can be scared of pain! Like, I don't know how this is difficult for you, but I don't think that it was pain. I think that they were scared. Okay. When someone punches you in the face and causes you pain, are you not afraid?
I mean, it depends on the person.
Depends on the size of the person. Anyway, hello,
Looked
Zach.
at
Welcome.
Luther.
Welcome to the stream, Zach. I am ignoring this person.
Yeah, well, you can keep trying.
Yeah, the music's gone. I left the window specifically to pause it because I was getting, I was aghast at this conversation.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but I know what I sensed.
Oh, additionally, because I mentioned I was going to bring this up. If you are liking this game so far, from what you see, there is a whole series, 5 of them altogether, and you can usually get them in a bundle. And right now, everything from the developer Wajidai is at 70% off. I don't know exactly how long it's going. It might only be through today. But it is an excellent game series. You can see that it's all voice acted, pretty decent production value, all things considered. Point and click adventure genre thing. It's very well done. So if you want to get it on fairly cheap, I definitely recommend picking up a copy if you really want to. It depends on the person, yes. Anyway, I wanted to do the brief advertisement because this is a game series that I really love. And I was definitely hit emotionally by the end of it. Anyway.
Just like you did.
Me?
You sensed it. Don't think I didn't notice.
I didn't sense anything.
Well, perhaps. Maybe I'm just spouting nonsense.
Maybe you are.
Could I try feeding the dog?
Sure, here, take one. I have plenty. Go ahead and feed him. He's always hungry.
Excuse me.
I'd better go.
Take care, Rosa. Come back whenever you'd like.
Where's the fucking dog treats? Is that supposed to be them on the counter? Where are they? Where are the dog
Alright,
treats?
This is the last one.
I think it's that
Go
green
get it.
box.
Yeah, but it didn't let me.
Oh. Don't you just love pixel hunting?
It's...
That's Nishanti's dog. Come here, boy.
Oh.
Oh, I guess you already had one.
What do I do now?
Just say, go get it. He'll do the rest.
Go get it. See ya.
It's just... As if, like, she laced it with something. See ya.
Someone wants a treat, eh? Go get it.
Alright, I'm out of here. The dog was following me! Yeah, close that door. I love the way she says, see ya. Music cutting out makes me paranoid in games like this. Understandable.
It's just a telephone. I have nobody to call. My computer. It's a bit old, but it lets...
Oh.
Apparently this envelope had no trouble entering the building. Go figure. Looks like it's from Bellevue.
Alright. Huh. Dear Lauren, so you have been at NYU for 2 weeks now and have not called. I'm sure things are busy in the Big Apple. So this is September 3rd, 1960. Huh. But don't forget the family you left behind. Things back home are well. Jack starts high school on Monday, so he's a bit nervous. You know how he gets. Be sure to write him a letter. He misses his big sister. I admit, I'm still a bit nervous about you living in New York all by yourself. You are carrying ID with you when you go out like I asked. Over. You know me. Just being a mom. Somebody has to. Keep your head on straight, kid, as your dad would say. And remember that you have a family back home that misses you. Love you, Mom, and Dad and Jack. Hello, actually, do you want to read this?
Sure. Hey, sis. I'm writing this one, new...
He's a kid.
Oh, okay.
This would have been when he's in high school.
Hello, sis.
No! Fuck off!
I'm writing this on my new St. Clair model, whatever that number is.
15.
Yeah, thank you. Mom says that improving my handwriting is a lost cause, so she got me this. Keen, huh? I've already typed up a few stories on it, and this letter, I can't type for long because Dad says the noise drives him up the friggin' wall. What does he know? What does he know? Enunciation. So how is life in the big city? Troy's dead boring as usual. Troy is dead.
Boring
Like,
as
exactly.
usual.
Yeah. Why do you have to go to college, huh? There's nobody to talk to in this dump anymore. See you at Thanksgiving, Jacko.
You could always try talking with Joey. So, December 5th. So, a couple of months later. Dear Lauren, well, Thanksgiving time has come and gone, and so have you. In just 2 short months, I can already see you evolving into a capable young woman. You have outgrown this small town, Lauren. That much is obvious. Jack will be following in your footsteps soon, I am sure. Visiting you in New York is all he talks about. Speaking of Jack, I know you are worried about him. We all are. But don't feel that that is your responsibility. You are his sister and you love him, but he's got to learn to live without you eventually. You are growing up. Let him grow up too. Till Christmas, love, Mom, and Dad, and Jack. So this is you again.
Alright.
A year later.
Yeah. Lauren, can you keep a secret? I don't want to say this over the phone in case Mom or Dad overhear. I've been acting odd lately. It started a few days after you went back to New York. She was dragging me shopping when she suddenly screamed and fainted. She was pointing at the corner of the room, but there was nothing there. We brought her to the hospital, and she says she's fine now, but she's been very on edge and paranoid. It's hard to explain. Dad's no help. Can you call and try to cheer her up? She won't listen to me. Just don't tell her about this letter. Just hope she's okay. Jacko.
November 13th, later that year, 1961. Lauren, you seemed concerned after our last phone call. I just wanted to write and reassure you that everything is Fine, fine. Let us know when you are coming home again for Thanksgiving. With love, Mom and Dad
That's reassuring.
and Jack.
Dear sis, Mom's getting worse. You said it best during Thanksgiving.
Take care, Chris. Thank you for joining us today.
Have a good one.
Well, it seems like. Oh, I mean, it sounded like you were saying goodbye, and I apologize, Griffin, for interrupting. If you're still here, if you're sticking around, then always glad to have you. I'm just saying, it sounds like you're heading off, and if you are, then you have a good day. Anyway, Griffin, please proceed with reading.
And there's the accent. Okay. It's like somebody's watching over her shoulder. Paranoia. She sits by herself for hours, pretending to read when it's obvious that she isn't. Lately, she's been covering her ears as if to keep out a sound and closing her eyes tight. Dad's losing patience with her. He's convinced she's lost her mind, and I'm starting to agree. She refuses to get any kind of help. Why can't she see that there's a problem? This isn't normal. Not normal at all. Why can't she see that? I hate to admit it, but I'm kind of scared. Scared for her. I don't know what to do. Jack.
That's you
Lauren,
again.
it has a name. Mom locked herself in the bathroom this morning. She sounded like she was talking to herself in there. Well, not to herself. It was like there was someone else in there, but there wasn't. I listened. I couldn't understand it, but she did say the name Joey. I asked her later who Joey was, and she got really scared. Then she got really angry and said, "If you know what's good for you, you'll..."
Never mention that name again.
Thanks, Mom. This could be the key. If we find out who Joey is, maybe we can save her. Jack. Dear Lauren, well, it's done. Final papers have been signed. It hurt. A lot. But it had to be done. Mom has now been committed to a mental ward. I have to say, I'm relieved. I know how you feel about it, but you weren't there. You didn't come over to see her screaming and tearing her hair out. Running around the house, knocking down everything in her way. Cuts were all over her face, and the house was practically destroyed. I was so shocked I just closed the door and waited outside for Dad to come home. It was awful. She clawed at him, clawed at his face, and drew blood. It will haunt my dreams for the rest of my life. Thanks for coming out, Lauren. I don't think Dad and I could have handled it on our own. She kind of drained us, you know? Can I come to New York and visit? I need to get away for a while. Jack. Congratulations! Summa cum laude. I always knew you were a smarty pants, sis. Now you've got the documentation to prove it. Yeah, now you've got the doctored files to prove it, quote unquote. Thanks again for letting me stay at your place for the weekend. It was just like old times, except you weren't smoking then. New York is an amazing city, and Columbia has a great campus. Can't wait to move down there in September, but until then, I've got to deal with our grumpy old man. He's insufferable as always. Ever since Mom, he's been hard to talk to, and very hard on me. I shouldn't tell him you're smoking now. Maybe then he'll concentrate on you for once. Or I should tell you that. I can read. And write. Well, I can't write. That's why I'm using the typewriter.
Yeah.
See you again soon. Jack.
Not with that. Not with you threatening to tell Dad about me smoking, bitch.
Listen. It's happened, Lauren. Just like you eventually said it would. I'm in love. Her name's Maria. She's from Italy, and we met in statistics class. She asked if she could copy my notes because her hand was tired. We ended up having lunch, and we've been inseparable ever since. She's incredible. She's got the most amazing red hair, and I want you to meet her. I'll come by soon. Jack. Lauren, are you alright? Ever since Mom's funeral, you've been hard to reach. I know it's been hard on us, but it's 6 months. I tried calling, but you never answer. I came by the other day, but you didn't open the door. I knew you were there, Lauren. I could hear you. I risked using the spare key you gave me, but you changed the lock. Come for dinner on Christmas Eve. Maria is a great cook. We won't ask any questions, just come. Mom might be gone, but we're still here. I miss my big sister. Jack. Lauren. Who is Joey? I went over last week to give you the Christmas gift. You didn't answer the door, but I heard you talk to somebody named Joey. Is it a boyfriend? Are you seeing a man named Joey? Is that why you've dropped off the map? Or is it something else? I don't think I need to tell you what. For God's sake, talk to me. Jack.
So this is now 10 years after the beginning of all of this. 1970.
Lauren, I know you're annoyed, but I am not sorry. I didn't want to do it, but you left me no choice. Hiring a private detective to follow you was the only option left. He told me some odd things. You won't talk to me, but you'll talk to total strangers. You'll go to every far corner of the city at the strangest hours. You talk to yourself when you think you're alone. Don't deny it. He heard it. So did I. Not that any of it made any sense. That alone is disturbing. Enough. But then he saw you collapse. You were all alone in some obscure park in the Bronx when you just fainted. He was able to call an ambulance, but then he saw you get up again and walk off like nothing happened. You were always there for me growing up. Don't shut me out, sis. Let me be there for you now. Jack.
Jacko, please stay away. Don't worry about me. There are things that need to be done, and I am the only one who can do them. Don't ask me to explain. All I can say is that I understand our mother more than ever. She was never crazy, Jacko. Trust me on this, and take some comfort in it. You've grown up, and you've grown tough, and you don't need anyone to fight your battles anymore. You don't need me, but I'll always be your big sister, Lauren.
I'm returning your letter because I refuse to accept it. No, you don't need to fight my battles. I'm not 14 years old anymore, but we are still family, and that's important, especially now that Dad has died. Look, you obviously have something going on, and that's fine. I don't have to be involved if you don't want me to, but I still want you involved in my life. Maria and I are getting married in November. You are coming. No stupid excuses. Jack. Greetings from Greece. If there were any words to describe the beauty of this place, it still wouldn't do it justice.
Hang on a
Perfect
sec.
spot for a honeymoon. All right.
Just to even Rosangela chalks alone when describing items and persons. Yep. And Alex saying the plot twist. You, the player, are Joey.
I mean,
Hey,
maybe we're
how
all
you-
Joey.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Anyway.
Things have been busy, and you can imagine, but I wanted to quickly write to say that I'm glad you made the wedding. Of course, I'm still worried about you, but somebody has to be. Take care and stay in touch. Maria says hi. Jack.
There are some pictures stuck to the back of this letter.
This is you
Right.
still. Yeah.
Dear Aunt Lauren. Yes, Aunt Lauren. You're an aunt. I'm a dad. Maria gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. We named her Rosangela, after Maria's grandmother. She's so quiet, she hardly cries at all. I'm all set to spoil her rotten, but Maria says to take it easy.
The plot twist. Oh, yes. Maybe the real Joey was the friends we made along the way.
I'll be there for you.
So no one
Well,
told
except
your
you won't
life
be.
was gonna be this way. Anyway, now I'm thinking of that Joey meme with him initially pleased and then scared in the next frame. Yeah, that tracks. Anyway.
I mean, yeah. She looks just like her mother, and there's a bit of you in her eyes, too. And Mom and Dad, everything her family was or will be. This child is it. Life is changing so fast. I just want to hold on to this tiny creature and never let go. The future is an exciting place, and I have everything I could ever want.
I just want to hold on to this tiny creature and never let go until she turns blue and asphyxiates right in front of me.
I will love him and pet him and squeeze him and name him George.
I don't want anything to change. Ever. Jack. Yeah.
The law offices of Durkin and Goldberg. Dear Miss Blackwell, it is indeed within your legal rights to take custody of your 5-year-old niece. With the death of her parents, you are the only living relative. Please contact our office and we will start the necessary paperwork. Sincerely, John Durkin.
I mean, if the legal documentation like this is this short, I think that's worth raising an eyebrow or two.
No. So this is the wedding photograph.
Is that
I'm
my
gonna shake a
dad?
bitch.
He looks so young. I always pictured my dad as being older.
Yeah, funny how age works.
I assume that's my mother. She sort of looks like me, I guess. Other than that, she's a total stranger. That's definitely Auntie Lauren. She's looking at something off camera. I wonder what it was.
Or who it was.
Yeah. Aha.
Oof.
So, I'm not getting any options to look at this. But you can probably guess at the arrangement here. Jack,
Yeah.
Patricia, and Lauren. Yes, Blackjack, you also exist.
Hey, Jacko, how come you get 2 tragic backstories?
Yeah, she did actually go to the wedding. Also, the implication is there that Rosa's parents died, and so Lauren took her in, and then, like, within 5 years of that...
Also, I hate that they turned Lauren into a fucking DreamWorks character.
Well, to be fair, that is kind of standard for her.
Yeah.
Anyway. I don't want to answer the phone.
Hello?
Rosangelina, hi.
Hi, Bob.
Thanks so much for submitting your last review on time.
I think this is
For
Dave
once.
Gilbert.
Yeah.
I've got a little assignment for you today.
Assignment?
Human interest, Blackwell. Suicide. College girl named Joanne Sherman.
That's awful, but...
You know the Brittany house, the NYU dorm?
Yes, but...
Speak to some people on her floor. Get a word in with the roommate.
Listen.
Speak to the RA too, and hey, see if you can score a picture of the girl.
But I don't do that stuff. I write book reviews.
Versatility. Time to get out of your comfort zone. Jeremy's over at City Hall covering that strike, so you are it. Get cracking.
I hate him so much. Is freelancing for that stupid paper even worth it? I guess it keeps me writing, but... Oh, whatever. I'll just go over there and get it done. It's not like I don't have enough death in my life right now. Maybe this isn't a bad thing. It's like being a real reporter, sort of. My old notepad should come in handy for this.
Notes! Rosangela's notebook. You can now use Rosa's notebook. To access the notebook, I'm going to say notebook 10 more times. Move the cursor to the top of the screen to activate the inventory bar, and then click the notes button, which opens the notebook. Using the notebook, Rosangela will write down various clues during her adventure. To get more information about a clue, move the mouse cursor over it. An NYU student living in the Brittany house. Joanne committed suicide, and your boss asked you to get a photograph of Joanne. And
My boss asked me to find a photograph of Joanne to put it in the paper.
so you can combine things to potentially look at more options. Garrus!
Oh boy.
No, sweetie, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. No. Sweetie. It's okay. It's okay. No. Please? Garrus. Well, this is the scariest thing to happen all day.
I didn't want to say anything, but
Are
sorry.
Are you okay, baby? Oh, okay, you're fine now. I see how you are.
Let's get it all out of your system.
No,
Jesus.
no.
Spoke too soon.
Not allowed. Not allowed. No, get over it. No. No. It's okay. You don't need to do that.
God.
The fur baby has important things to say.
Mainly.
10 years of this bull.
I was gonna say I had that important statement on my own channel.
Which, if you want to actually watch the recent video that Griffin has posted to Cybernetic Pink Eye, feel free to. You can probably just search the name, but you can also
yeah.
usually find it linked around my channel in various places. But he just released another video today in honor of Halloween and 10 years of doing exactly what he does in the video, which is combine sweet things with hot sauce.
Yeah, making stupid decisions and roping my friends into them.
Uh-huh. I'm also in this video, which is probably the only reason why I'm endorsing it, really.
I mean,
I also want to take a second again. If you are liking this game, which I know is very rudimentary at the beginning of all of this, you can pick it up on Steam. I swear to God, like, I'm promoting the fuck out of this. I wish I was getting paid for it. That would be really nice. But, like, if you go to Steam, I think there's a lot of different vendors that actually sell it. I know GOG does it too, but I think it's on Steam right now that it's a major sale. 70% off of the entire series, which is a major deal, all things considered. And I think it applies to all of the Wajidai games, and all of the Wajidai games are really fucking quality.
yeah.
I'm not sponsored, but it would be nice if I could be. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, make me popular so that I get approached by people to actually be sponsored for shit. This video is not sponsored by Raid Legends, or what is it?
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. This... I'm choking on my own joke.
I mean, welcome to
he's-
YouTube.
He's fine. He's a little... He's a little... He's a little. Anyway,
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, this stream not sponsored by Audio Shark, or whatever it is.
Yeah, Audible.com or
Audible.com.
I know there's also that fucking internet privacy thing, something Shark.
Something VPN. Laura's choking on her own sellout. Look, again, I'm not selling out because I'm not getting paid. Anyway.
Yeah, wait until they make the offer.
All I know about Joanne is that she was an NYU student who killed herself.
So you can actually combine different elements within the notebook to potentially arrive at a conclusion.
I don't see what one has to do with the other.
Except Joanne. But that's fine. So, alright, it is... I'm actually going to take a second and save. There we go. Let's go! Oh my god, it's a cheesecake dorm.
Yeah.
Ugh. I feel like hell, and I have to interview college kids.
So you-
Hopefully this won't take too long. The sign reads Sarah Kaplan and Julie Gilberg. The sign says Adrian Tucker, resident assistant. Just a bunch of notices. Guitar lessons, study groups, stuff like that. I'm not stealing stuff from college kids.
Why not?
The sign says Sandy Chen and Sonata Munier. The sign reads Amanda Fay and Karen Schreier. It's a drinking fountain. Ew, there's gum stuck to the faucet. I'm not touching that.
Hey. Hello, mortals. I hail beyond the realms of the mortals. I think you saved on the autosave. That's possible. Oops, no. No! I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah?
Hi, I'm Rosangela Blackwell with the Village Eye.
The Village what?
The Village Eye, the newspaper.
I've never heard of it.
It doesn't matter.
Well, what do you want then?
I'd like to talk to you about your roommate, if that's all right.
Jesus Christ. I'm busy with midterms. I told the campus police everything. Do you have to bother me?
Look,
So she killed herself. Big whoop. Why is that my problem?
I will also say, Alex, no. It's not very common for dorms to have the names on the front of them.
Yeah.
But it's convenient for the sake of this game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that this must be a difficult time for you.
Difficult? Hell no. It's been great. You know how long I've been wanting my own room?
You don't care? Not even a little bit?
No, I don't. Why the hell should I? For that matter, why should you?
Will you please calm down?
Calm down? Who the hell do you think you are?
I just want to know a little bit about Joanne.
Fine. You want to know about Joanne? She's dead. She couldn't take the pressure, so she jumped off the roof.
Did Joanne act unusual before she died?
Whoa.
Nope. Same old Joanne. Studied at her desk all day and slept all night, as usual. Quiet as a little mouse.
Do I play Skyrim? Sometimes, yeah.
I mean, we've done Skyrim streams before.
Alright, the game audio is getting loud enough on my end that I'm not able to hear anything, so I'm turning that down a bit.
Okay.
Alright.
So Joanne was a good student.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Joanne never had trouble sleeping.
How would I know?
You lived with her.
Like I pay attention.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Why do you want to know?
Just background info for the paper.
I don't think so.
Suit yourself. Do you have a photograph of Joanne that we could use for the newspaper?
You want a what?
Just a photograph. You'll get it right back.
Yeah, right. You think I'm giving you anything? Think again.
Do you have any thoughts on why Joanne would kill herself?
Jesus.
Just another kid who couldn't hack it.
A new mod releasing for Skyrim called Extended Cut. I mean, whatever I've got on my playthrough, I'm keeping fairly, I'm keeping fairly mod-free. I've not even scratched the surface when it comes to mods.
Yeah.
So,
Is there anything else you can tell me about Joanne?
No.
Do you have any thoughts on why Joanne would kill herself?
Nope. Just another kid.
Yeah, I don't think you can get
Thanks
much
for
from her.
helping out.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
By now, Rosa has a number of clues in her notebook. Rosa can combine clues together to attempt to find a connection between them. To combine notes, left-click on one clue. Alright, well that's what I was doing. Alright.
Kelly told me that Joanne slept soundly all night.
Did she?
Maybe there's a connection, but I can't see it. Kelly told me that Joanne studied all day, and nothing else. Joanne seemed to be a hardworking student. Maybe the pressure got to her. If I were planning to kill myself, would I sleep soundly at night? I don't know if I could. If anyone has a photograph of Joanne, it would be Kelly. If only I could convince her to give it to me.
Well, the game was scored like... Because this does take place in New York. So they were probably going with a mix of different kind of urban sounds at the time.
Yeah.
So... Alright.
Joanne and Kelly were roommates at NYU. That's all I really know about them.
Oh, I already did
Joanne
that
seems maybe the
Hey, Zarin, so I know you're probably really excited
Could Kelly
about
have had something to do with
this
Joanne
playthrough
killing
and everything,
herself?
but right now we're gonna mainly focus on the game.
The sign says
Yeah.
Shelley
Not to
Shanoy
dismiss
and Sarah
questions,
Elmali.
but sometimes it can be difficult to focus on the game and also other things. So if you could keep the questions limited to those related to the
Well-
game, that'd be appreciated.
and I also appreciate that, Griffin. I will say, I may not necessarily be able to respond to all questions, but yes, I do watch anime from time to time. I can't say that I'm as involved with it nowadays, but occasionally I'll pick up something.
Yeah.
But anyway.
The sign says
Yeah.
Shelley Shanoy and Sarah Elmali. The sign says Kelly Hawthorne.
Jesus.
Alright, let's try. Alright. Let's try with the RA, see what they have to say.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Rosangela Blackwell with the Village Eye.
Oh, this is about Joanne, isn't it?
You know her?
Well, I am the RA for this floor. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't know everybody. The campus police found her around 5 a.m. this morning.
Can you tell me about her?
Well, alright. But could you leave my name out of it?
I mean, that's acceptable.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Good. Joanne's parents have already asked the dean to fire me. I don't need anyone else knowing who I am. What do you want to know?
Could you tell me about Joanne again?
Well, as I said, I didn't know her socially, but she seemed nice enough. Nobody ever complained about her. She always had friends around her. She never had any trouble, as far as I know. Her suicide came as a total surprise.
Yeah, this game, it's unique. Like, they've really put a lot of work into this. This guy looks like a young version of Hank Hill.
I hate that he's not wrong.
Can you tell me anything about Joanne?
She jumped off the roof. She died instantly. It was in the middle of the night. There was no way anybody could have stopped her. Make sure you print that.
Would you have a picture of Joanne?
A picture? No. Why would I?
Just asking. What can you tell me about Joanne's roommate?
Kelly? Have you met her?
Yes.
Quite a sight, huh? But don't judge her by that. She's the sharpest kid you'll ever meet. She gets straight A's on everything.
Really?
Yep, she's pre-med.
Nice.
Do you know if Joanne had any trouble sleeping?
I'm afraid I wouldn't. Her roommate, Kelly, never complained, but that's not surprising.
Why is that?
Well, Kelly rarely spent the night in her room. She
Aha.
only comes here to study, as far as I've seen.
Inconsistency.
Was Joanne a good student?
I don't think she had any problems. But, of course, the pressure can get to anybody.
Merry Spooksmas, everybody!
So how did you get to be an RA of this floor?
What do you mean?
Well, it's a girl's floor, and you, well,
Aren't?
yes.
Well, it's like this. Someone at the registrar thought Adrian was a girl's name. So here I am.
None of the girls have complained.
Not yet. They seem to prefer it. This sort of thing happens quite frequently. You'd be surprised.
Do you know where Kelly was sleeping?
No, it's not my place to ask.
That's also fair.
They really thought you were a girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's all for now. Thanks for helping out.
Just remember, leave my name out of it.
So now that was just given a little bit this to show you how you can combine notes. Joanne slept all night, but Kelly sleeps elsewhere.
Wait a minute. Something isn't right. If Kelly's been spending her night somewhere else, how can she know if her roommate was sleeping well or not? I think Kelly was lying to me.
You think?
Adrian lives a few doors down from Joanne in the NYU dorm. He's the resident assistant for the floor. I wonder if Kelly has told me everything about the suicide.
Whoop. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Bye, game.
Oh. Oh.
That's not great. Yeah, it looks like it decided to close down on me.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess this game doesn't have autosave.
It kind of does. Fortunately, I can also skip through any audio that I, You're also going to need to get the screen shared with you again. There we go. Let's see. Oh, I have to do this all over again.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mood.
Feel like
Mood, Rosa.
The signs. The sign said. The sign reads,
The dog says, woof.
"It's a drink." Ew, there's. The sign says Kelly Hawthorne. The sign says.
The goth says, nothing.
Let's try this conversation a little differently.
Hi.
The village. I've never heard of it.
It doesn't matter.
Well, what do you?
I'd like to.
Jesus, I'm busy. I told the
Look,
So she killed. Why is that
so you and Joanne were.
brilliant deduction, Sherlock? Can you go away?
It must have been hard, living with someone you don't like.
What? You're psychoanalyzing me now? What the hell do you know about it? You're really starting to piss me off.
Sorry.
Whatever.
I just want to know a little.
Fine. You want to know? She's dead. She could.
Did Joanne?
Nope. Quite as.
Joanne,
How would I?
you live.
Like I.
So
Yeah.
Joanne,
How would
you live.
Like I.
Can you tell me
Why?
just
Oh, thanks.
suit your. Thanks for
Alright.
helping.
Yeah, sure.
Kelly told me. Kelly told me.
Alright. Oops.
Hi.
This is a.
You know.
Well, I wouldn't. The camp.
Can you?
But could.
That should.
Good. Joanne, I don't. What do you,
Could you tell me?
Well, no, but she. Oh, she. Her.
Would you have a
A pic-
Just. Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes. You.
Can you tell?
She died. It was in the. There was. Make sure.
What can you?
Kelly, have you?
Yes.
Quite a. But she's the. She get.
Really?
Yep.
Do you know if
I'm of her room.
why
Well, she own.
was Joanne?
I don't. But
So how did?
what do you?
Well,
Aren't.
yeah.
Well, someone.
None of the.
Not yet. This sort of.
They really...
Yeah.
Do you know where...
No.
They really...
Yeah.
Did I already...
Yes.
Well, that's all for now. Thanks for helping out.
Just remember, leave my name out of it.
All
You're gonna
right.
want to save.
Wait a minute. How come... I think...
So we're going back to confront the teenager?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah?
Your RA told me that you haven't been sleeping in your dorm.
Yeah, so?
You told me that Joanne slept in her room every night.
So?
How would you know Joanne slept here if you've been sleeping somewhere else?
Huh? Oh, well, I just assumed.
Did you lie to me?
I didn't lie. I just... No, screw it. You want to talk? Fine. What do you want to know?
So what was Joanne really like?
To be honest, there's nothing to say. She was studying political science, which is kind of cool, I guess. But she was so vanilla.
Vanilla?
You know, sweet, but not much there. Just a typical college kid. Acted just like everybody else. She seemed proud of it.
Did Joanne act unusual before she died?
Well, no. Although the last few weeks she's been talking in her sleep.
What did she say?
No idea. Couldn't understand her. She swore up and down that she wasn't doing it. She looked a bit scared, though.
Scared? How so?
Just scared. I didn't need the drama, so I've been sleeping at my boyfriend's place.
So you weren't here when she...
Killed herself? No, I wasn't here. Not that it would have made much of a difference. Are we done?
Can you tell me a little...
Why?
Just back...
I don't think so.
Suit yourself. I could really use a photo of Joanne, if you have one.
Alright, just a sec. This was hers. It was on her desk. She won't be needing it anymore. Joanne's the girl on the left.
Thanks. Can you tell me anything about Adrian?
The RA? He's okay. He helps us out when we need it, and keeps out of our way when we don't. It's the way it should be.
That is fair.
I mean, yeah.
Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Alright, so let's take a look at Joanne's photograph.
I assume that this is a friend of Joanne, but I have no idea who she is. According to Kelly, this girl on the left is Joanne. I assume that this is a friend of Joanne, but I have no idea who she is.
The woman on the right's kinda sus. Well. And now I'm gonna do another save.
Yeah, save scumming is a fairly common practice with these games.
This is getting worse. At least I have enough for the story now. I'd better get home. This is getting bad.
Yeah, migraines usually are.
Yeah, you didn't think to maybe take some acetaminophen beforehand?
Oh my god. This really hurts. Sleep, that's all I need. I'll just type up the story and get to bed. Shouldn't take that long.
Sleep. I don't know, man. Maybe you should sleep.
Nope, no one. No. No mention of Joanne's suicide yet. If it just... No.
Okay, but that actually does show you a mechanic in the game that if you have a note in your notebook that you want to use the internet to research, you can do that. So, let's write the article. Every time I hear this ominous OST, yes.
Right. No more interruptions. Done. Article's finished, picture is scanned, and I am done for the day.
That's always a good audio sound, right?
No. What's... What is happening?
Some bullshit.
Honestly, this sound effect is very
It's
much
gone.
the sound of a migraine.
That was strange.
Sorry, I'm just literally having to pause. Like, that sounds like a migraine when it hits. That sounds like how it feels. Like, speaking as someone who has gotten the occasional migraine, that is like how it feels, like on a tangible level.
I mean,
Anyway.
It was like... What is that?
It's a photograph.
The photo. Something is different about it. I almost don't want to look, but... No,
I'm a piece in.
No. I did not just see that. I am not going crazy. No, it's just the stress, that's all. Auntie's death, work, life. I just need a rest. That's all.
Yeah.
back and forth, back and forth.
Hello, bright eyes.
Yeah.
Why do they always do that?
But there's something strange in your neighborhood.
So, Griff. Long time no see. How's trips?
Leave me out of it.
I'm gonna say, okay, a long time ago, Griffin and I made an attempt at recording this game. And what's even hilarious is, like, this fucking comment. So, Griff, long time no see. Yeah, it's been like 3-4 years.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't sure if you wanted to disclose that, but...
No, I was just saying, we made an attempt a while ago. It just never ended up actually happening. Anyway. Long time no see, he says. Little does he know.
Remember
Right,
me?
thought as much. Blackwell dames. Always sleeping. You're always sleeping, and I'm always watching.
Not creepy at all.
Yep, that's me. The eternal chump. It's about time. Hey, nap time Nelly. Wake up.
What?
Shall we try this again?
No.
Now that's not very polite.
Go away.
I'm afraid I can't do that, darling. Believe me, I've tried.
No. You don't exist.
Oh, yes, I do. Look at me.
This is not happening. This is not happening.
Oh, brother.
I am not going insane. There is nothing there.
Could you?
No. I am not my aunt. I am not my grandmother. I am not going to end up like that.
Listen.
Get out of my head. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Could you?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
No, you shut up. You're gonna listen. And you're gonna listen good. I've been watching you all day, sweetheart. You know who I am.
No.
Yes. I'm not going away, so there'd be no point in beating around the bush. Now say my name.
No.
Damn you, you know my name, now say it.
You're
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice,
You're-
Beetlejuice.
Joey?
Good girl. You got it in one. Now turn around and look at me.
Don't
worry. I won't bite. Couldn't even if I wanted to. Hi there.
Unaccepting.
You can't be real. You're just a stress-induced hallucination.
Yeah, sure. Think about your aunt and grandmother and
No one
say
has a
that
pop
again.
filter.
So who are you?
I'm Joey Malone, and I'm the family spirit guide.
What?
Think of me as the Blackwell legacy, darling. I'm past
There it
He
is.
said it. He said the thing. He said it. Yeah.
We can go home, folks.
All right. Happy Spookmas. Anyway.
down from one generation to the next, like a family heirloom. First your grandmother got stuck with me, then your aunt, and now you.
Where did you come from?
That's a long, long story, Dollface. And we've got more important things to do.
Why have you been haunting my family?
Haunting? Is that what I'm doing?
Yes.
That's a real ugly word.
Answer me. Why are you here?
You got me, sweetheart. I've been wondering why me and why your family since this whole gig started. Must be some kind of gift your family has.
A gift?
You're a medium. A medium with a direct connection with the spirit world. And I, my dear, have the unique pleasure of being that connection.
I don't understand any of this.
Oh, you will, babe, you will. Took your aunt a while, but she got the hang of it. Your grandmother never really caught on. That's probably why...
Why what?
Why she didn't last long. But that's something we can talk about later. You felt something today, didn't you?
Felt something?
Yeah, you felt sick to your stomach, I saw you.
I've been feeling sick all day.
And where did it start?
Not a couple of options here, but let's be real, we know where it started.
Yep.
You mean the dog run?
Yeah, that's where we've got to go.
What, right now?
Yep, the sooner the better.
But it's the middle of the night.
So you've just had a nice nap. You should be ready for action.
I'm not going out to Washington Square Park in the middle of the night.
Well, that's where you're wrong. If there's any reason behind this medium business, it's to take care of problems like your dog park. And we have to take care of them soon.
Overwhelmed and whiny. I'm gonna go with overwhelmed.
This is all too much. I've got to sleep on this.
Sorry, kiddo, we gotta go now.
What's the hurry?
Let me put it another way. Do you want to end up like your aunt and grandmother?
Was that because of
Well, there
you?
they are.
Was that because of you as the fucking doorbell goes?
Curse delivery.
I think it's actually groceries.
We're bringing the savings to you.
Yeah, it seems like... Everything okay? Alright. Anyway, ding dong, did you do that? Migraines don't go away that easily. We're going back to sleep. Give me a drink, bartender. They probably didn't have the budget in 2006 to be able to do that. They now have a budget to cast and all of that stuff, but anyway.
Do that?
Not me, kid, not me. I didn't make him that way, and I don't know what did. But do you really want to sit around here and find out?
Well,
fine. Let's go.
That's the spirit.
No, you're the spirit.
After you.
That was strange. Everybody just ignored you. Am I the only one who can see you?
Yep, and hear me. So keep your voice low. Oh, yeah. This is the spot. Can you see it?
I don't see anything. Can we go?
Come on, this way.
Hey, wait.
Don't worry, I can't travel far from you. Goes against the rules, whatever they are. Now look inside there, and look close.
What am I supposed to see?
Just wait. It'll come.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I see something. Who is that?
That's what we're here to find out. I'll talk to the spook. You can stay here.
Okay.
That's racist.
Now watch and learn. Why so down, beautiful? Ah. I'm a bit out of practice. How should I handle this?
And now we get to play as Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be charming.
Hey, don't be like that. If there's one thing I hate, it's seeing a pretty...
I take it back.
Uh-huh. You should smile more often.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
They all run. It's so hard to hold on. It's me. It's me. They won't stop.
Okay.
Shh. Relax. Slow down and tell me everything. I'm here to help.
Help. Help. He wants me to help him. But I want to help them. Don't they know that?
Help who?
Can't. I run away.
We won't run away.
No. No, we're sick. He poisoned us. Got into our head and poisoned us.
Whatever happened, darling, it's over. You do know that, don't you?
No. I'm poisoned. Stay away or I'll poison you. Run. Run away like all the others.
Not a chance. I'm staying right here.
You're him. He's the only one who won't go away.
Who?
Him!
Now look, darling, sweetheart.
Leave me.
Hey.
Leave.
All right.
I love the audio
No,
sting.
Look, just sit tight. We'll figure this out, and we'll be back.
So, does she look familiar at all?
I mean, she's blonde.
Friggin' ghosts. Can't get a straightforward answer out of any of them.
What just happened?
What just happened is we've got an unstable spirit on our hands, haunting that dog park over there. You wondered why the mutts don't like it here? That's the reason.
There's a ghost haunting the dog park.
That's what I said.
A ghost.
Sure.
What am I doing here?
I told you.
No. No, I really should go to bed.
Hey, wait a sec.
Yeah, sleep. I shouldn't be here.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
I don't think Pete gives two shits about this, my dude.
Honestly, I can't blame Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
Day 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Fight!
What an odd dream.
Good morning, Bright Eyes.
You're still here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be any.
I feel like that would have been a Lorelai Logician exchange.
I mean,
Good morning, Bright Eyes.
you're still here.
Anywhere else. Has anybody told you that you snore?
If it bothers you so much, you can always leave.
I wish I could, dear. I told you, I couldn't leave even if I wanted to.
So this is going to be my life from now on.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're going to follow me around for the rest of my life.
That's how it works, as far as I can tell.
Great. Just great.
Hey, it ain't all a bed of roses for me either, dollface. You think I chose to be shackled to your family for the last 40 years? Your grandmother refused to accept it, and look what happened to her.
And Auntie?
She made a mistake.
What kind of mistake?
Hey, what is this, 20 questions? What's with the third degree?
Kind of has relevance to her life, I should think.
And say she's entitled to a couple answers.
I have a right to know.
No, you want to know. There's a difference. I don't have to tell you squat.
Yeah, you
Look,
kind of
this
do.
isn't easy, you know. You're a ghost? Fine. I'm a medium? Fine. My whole life is turned upside down? Fine. But you could at least meet me halfway.
Yeah?
You've accepted it, you say.
So far, yes.
You've only seen a taste of it. Are you ready to go all the way?
Excuse
What do you
me.
mean?
Ready to see what's out there? Ready to see what this is all about?
Go all the way. I really don't like being propositioned by you, sir. I sang that comment internally, Ian.
There's more?
Oh, yes.
So what is it?
I don't have to tell you. It's best if I show you.
Bitch.
Here,
well-
take a hold of this.
I can touch it?
Yeah, the only part of me you can touch. Unfortunately.
Hey!
It
Jesus.
kind of tingles. What is it?
The stuff of life. Or death. I've never quite worked it out.
What now?
Now you pull.
Pull the tie?
Yeah, pull.
Okay.
Boom.
Well,
Yeah?
Oh my god. Where have you taken me?
Relax. Take your time. It's a lot to take in at once.
What is this place?
It's the doorway to infinity, darling. Out there, in the distance, the next world. The next plane of existence. The gossamer threads that separate this world from the next. Whatever you want to call it. It's all out there.
How did we get here?
We're inside your head.
You mean I'm dreaming?
No, I mean we're literally inside your head. Remember those headaches you had yesterday?
Yeah?
That was your power awakening. Or to be more specific, it was this place, forcing its way into your mind.
You want to tell me a little more about that?
So what does that mean?
It means that you've got a spiritual way station in your head.
I'm not sure I like this.
Well, like it or not, we're here.
So what does this place actually do?
It's sort of a transfer point, or node. It connects the mortal world with the next. You bring spirits into this place, and then send them on their merry way.
That's it.
Well, there's a bit more to it than that.
I thought as much.
You see, many ghosts aren't as lucid as myself. Most can barely tell you their own names, let alone tell you what's wrong. Near as I can figure, they have to come to terms with their departure before they can actually depart. You dig me so far?
You dig or you don't dig?
I think so. The ghosts don't know they're dead.
Yeah, right. So, we have to help them accept it. Once they accept their death, they are much more willing to move on. That's my job, see? I talk to the spooks. They trust me more because I'm one of them. You do the legwork. See? Anyway, I know you have some questions about this place, so go ahead and ask them.
Okay.
What about that ghost in the park? The one from last night. Why didn't we bring her here?
First of all, I didn't think you were ready. And secondly, that ghost was too lost and confused. When a ghost is like that, I can't just force the tie into their hands. It won't work, don't ask me why. They have to know they're dead first. Your aunt called it, being spiritually ready.
Okay.
What about you? Can you go through that hole and move on?
I wish, darling. But I can't. I've tried before, but it just spits me back out. I'm stuck here, whether I like it or not.
You're wearing your tie again. How did that happen?
Not sure. Near as your aunt and me figured, the tie is just an extension of whatever power brought us here. It's not a real physical tie. No more than I am a real physical person.
But that makes no sense.
Look, just accept it, dollface.
Yeah.
Forget logic. For you,
a sign of good writing.
logic went out the window the day I appeared in your bedroom. There ain't no instruction manual for this. Your aunt and me just figured it out as we went along.
Also, you didn't appear in her bedroom.
Are you okay, Joey?
Me? I'm dandy.
You don't look all right.
It's just this place. I don't like it. Probably because I don't belong. Maybe someday, but not now.
I think I've learned enough.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get out of here.
This is a very long cutscene.
Welcome back.
Ugh.
Take it easy. It's a little disorientating.
I'm fine. So what now? Go back to the park and bring her to that place?
You got it.
And how do we do that?
There are 3 steps. First, we have to find out more about her. Second, we use that information to get through to her, convince her that she's dead. And 3, help her move on.
So I'm going to take a brief moment again to once again point out that if you are interested in this game, it is bundled with the entire series, all 5 games, and is currently on sale for 70% off. I highly recommend picking it up and playing it through all the way through the entire series. It is a hell of an emotional roller coaster, and this is literally only just the start of it. Also, is it just me, or does Joey have a smug-ass face on him?
I mean, again, given his namesake.
Yeah, it's no wonder the rest of the women in this family ignored him. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I can't blame them either. Although, there's something kind of antiquated to the way that he's speaking and acting, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, he's a ghost. Everything about him is antiquated.
But yeah. Anyway.
How do we find out more about her? She could be anybody.
Not necessarily. That picture you got, the one of the 3 girls?
That blonde girl is either the ghost in the park or her twin sister.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
You sure?
She's a dead ringer. No pun intended.
The blonde girl is dead.
Looks like it.
And this other girl, Joanne, she's dead too.
Yep.
What's going on?
That, my dear, is our bread and butter.
I don't want
What
to
else
eat it.
can we do to learn more about the ghost in the park?
The photo, dear, it's the biggest clue we have.
Thanks.
How do we convince ghosts that they're actually dead?
That's the tricky part. Near as I can figure, we need to remind the ghosts who they are. Their death was too traumatic, or too violent, or too emotional that their little spirit minds snapped. So we need to do whatever we can to bring them back to themselves.
And how do we do that?
Usually by finding something that has a personal significance to them. Could be an object, a piece of information,
Personal
or even another
significance.
person.
So we need to know more about the ghost in the park.
You're a writer, yeah? Think of this as the ultimate character study.
Fuck you.
How do we help a ghost move on?
With my magic tie, dear, I give one end to the spook, the other end to you. You pull the ghost in, and you send them on their way.
You don't come in with me?
No, sorry. That's your job.
Okay.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get going.
So now we get to go all sorts of places, and he's gonna be joining us on that.
Joy.
Apparently, that's Joey. This TV was here.
So yeah, he's in that
It's a
photograph.
photograph of Auntie Lauren and me. And Joey, too, I guess.
Might want to take a look at the other photos.
It's funny.
Yep.
With Joey there, we almost look like a real family.
And now you know why she was forcing the smile. And yes, the plan was to look at the other photos.
Yeah.
Joey
Yep.
crashes yet another photograph. He doesn't look happy. Joey crashes yet another. He doesn't. That's definitely Auntie Lauren. Even way back then, Joey was following her around. How did she manage it? Is that
She
mine?
didn't.
He looks.
That's
I
why she's
always-
dead.
Well, wow.
I mean,
Joey joins the party.
yeah. Da 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 da
Joey
da da
crashes
da.
yet another photograph.
And I still can't interact with this one, but you can see that Patricia is indeed looking at Joey.
Yep.
That's Griff. I've had him as long. He's in horror. Psst, Joey.
Yes, darling?
Huh.
What was Auntie Lauren like?
What do you want to know about her for?
I just do. Can't you tell me anything?
Hey, we've got lots to do. Ask me later.
Uh-huh.
What was my grandmother like?
Her? We have to talk about her?
What's wrong with her?
Nothing. Forget it. Ask me later.
She's dead.
Joey,
I mean,
you're in
so
this
is he.
photograph.
What's his
Oh,
excuse?
so I am. That was Jack and Maria's wedding.
My parents?
Yeah.
That didn't answer anything, but thanks.
Can you tell me anything about this picture, Joey?
Oh, yeah. I remember this. This was taken about 40 years ago. Your grandmother insisted on it.
So that's my grandmother.
Yep.
And that's my dad? And Auntie Lauren?
In the flesh.
I don't like you putting it that way.
How did you die?
Excuse me? How did I die?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a personal question, isn't it?
Is it?
Yes!
Sorry.
After all your personal questions, my dude.
So what can you actually do
Do?
as a ghost? Any powers or anything like that?
What you see is what you get, dear. I can float through walls as long as I'm still near you.
But you can't touch anything.
Not really.
Not really?
Well, you remember that breeze you felt when I manifested myself last night?
Is that what you call it?
That's the extent of my physical presence. Neat trick, huh?
Not really.
Everyone's a critic.
Coming from you, that doesn't mean much.
I don't suppose you'd know it.
Nope, no more. Judging by the picture, she knows that sob story in the park. But that's all.
Why would Joanne commit suicide?
Who knows? Maybe she was in a hurry.
That's not funny.
You want a different answer, ask a different ghost.
On the one hand, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
But on the other, wow, Joey.
You're sure that the ghost you saw is the girl in this picture?
Positive.
That's a very strong coincidence.
When it comes to your family, kid, there are no coincidences. It's like trouble goes out of its way to find you.
How reassuring.
Just calling him as I see him.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get going.
Joey says that this girl looks exactly like the girl in the park. According to Kelly, this girl on the left...
Okay. Well, and I'm even gonna save after all of that conversation.
Yeah. Good call.
And let's see. Let's open the notes. Well, actually, let's see.
2 of the 3 girls in the photograph are dead. I wonder about the third.
That's a good thing to point out, actually. I mean, it's a terrible thing, but it's a good thing to actually point out.
You coming?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, sure, take your fucking time.
Come in. Look, you've got him all excited. Come in. Are you all right, Rosa? You look a little preoccupied.
I'm fine.
That's odd. Moti never acts like that.
Oh, jeez. In case you haven't noticed, some animals can sense me. Are you getting a good look, Mutt? Boo!
What's gotten into you, Moti? I'm sorry, he must be sick or something.
It's all right.
Someone's sick.
Apparently, that's Joey.
Did you just say that out loud?
That's Nishanti
I mean,
Sharma,
why
my next
stop
door neighbor,
now?
apparently. That's Nishanti's dog.
Yes, I'm right here, darling.
You said yesterday that you sense things.
Yes?
Could you tell me more about that?
Well, I'm not psychic or anything, if that's what you mean. I'm just observant. Anyone could tell something was wrong if they kept their eyes open. Speaking of which, care to tell me what's wrong?
What do you mean?
You look ill at ease, uncomfortable. The way your eyes keep moving back and forth. Is everything all right?
Say you're fine, kid.
I'm fine.
Kid.
Yep. Everything's just dandy.
Just Andy.
And could you stop looking at me? I mean, I know it's hard.
I see. Well, I'm here if you need me.
Could I feed Moti another treat?
Sure. Here, take another. I have plenty.
Well, I'd better go.
Take care, Rosa. Come back whenever you'd like.
She just conned her way into a dog biscuit.
Walks out chewing on it.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be afraid of, I hope. Go get it. There's nothing to be afraid of, I hope.
All right.
See ya.
Someone wants a treat, eh?
You just had one.
Go get it.
Coming across the dead on Earth is sort of a, it's an experience that leaves you hungry.
Bye.
I mean, given that you lose a piece of yourself when that happens.
Yeah.
So, dogs can see you, huh?
Dogs, cats, birds, any dumb animal.
So what does that make me?
I don't know. A gerbil? You kind of look like a gerbil.
Shut up.
I do love that kind of dynamic. I mean, as if the
Right.
Ballad of Lorelei is not, in fact, proof positive of that.
I mean,
So
what are you, a hamster?
What are you, a hamster? Hamster?
Inside jokes.
The sign reads Sarah Kaplan and Julie Gilberg.
Now, hi, Joey.
Yeah, don't mind me.
Hi, it's me again.
You have more questions, I imagine?
Yeah, is that okay?
I suppose so. What do you want to know?
Do you recognize the girls in this photo?
Well, that's Joanne. They're on the left.
And the other two?
I definitely recognize them. They were friends of Joanne. They were up here all the time, but I never spoke to them.
Well, that's all for now. Thanks for helping out.
Just remember, leave my name out of it.
I already wrote it.
I was gonna say, article's already written, my dude.
You know, interestingly enough, Joey.
Joe.
Try and keep it down, dear. You never know who's listening.
Okay.
Yeah, open.
After you.
Yeah.
That's Kelly. She gives me the creeps. She's covered her wall with rock posters.
Yeah?
There's a notebook on Joanne's desk. That's her, the ghost in the park. She looks so happy here. I wonder what happened to make her like that. I recognize
Well, I
her.
mean, the American
That's
dream
Joanne.
died with her, apparently.
The future Mrs. Davenport? I wonder what that means.
Look away, look away.
It's just a telephone. There's a notebook on Joanne's desk.
It's a marvel of modern technology, you bitch.
Could I ask you some follow-up questions, Kelly?
Fine. Make it quick.
Can I take a look around?
What for?
Just to see if I can find anything else about Joanne.
What, you're a detective now?
Well,
Forget it.
thanks again for lending me that photograph.
No big deal. It was just sitting there on her desk.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. Midterms are a bitch, but I'm handling it. Or I would be handling it if you didn't keep bugging me.
Please let me look around. It would really help me out.
I've helped you out enough. You can ask your stupid questions, but you touched nothing.
Could you tell me about the other two girls in the photo?
Oh, them.
You know them.
Only through Joanne.
Do you know their names?
Blonde girl is Allie, I think. And the Asian girl? She's Susan. Tried to avoid them when they were here.
Really? Why?
Look, I need my space. Joanne needed her friends around her. So whenever Joanne turned this place into social central, I had to split. They didn't care for me, and I didn't much care for them.
Do you know anything about Joanne's friend Allie?
You mean Miss Blondie?
Yeah.
I know enough, which isn't much. She was over here all the time visiting Joanne. She was kinda sweet, I guess. Laughed all the time. Oh, that was annoying. That was usually my cue to get out of here. What do you want to know about her?
I'm having difficulty finding her. Would you know where she is?
She's dead.
I don't know, she could be anywhere. Studying, partying.
Pushing up daisies.
Shh. Huh?
Nothing.
Right?
I'm sorry, just
I mean,
again shushing Joey.
pushing
Do you
up
know anyone named
daisies.
Davenport?
No, but it's a stupid name.
It's written right over here on Joanne's bulletin board.
You think I care what she does? I mean, what she did? I mean, I don't know anyone with that name. Sorry.
I don't suppose you know anything about Susan.
Not much. Quiet, I guess. Maybe she just didn't talk around me. I never stuck around long enough to get to know her.
That's also fair.
Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Thanks again, Kelly.
Whatever.
The name Mrs. Davenport was written under a picture of Susan.
She's saying that right next to her.
Yeah.
Judging from the photo Kelly gave me, Susan and Allie were close friends.
So they actually coded for like a lot of different combinations here.
Yeah, it really doesn't help her character that she was talking to herself
Allie was one of
before
Joanne's
the ghost
friends.
showed up.
And just like Joanne, Allie is dead.
Wait, what?
Allie is dead, just like Joanne. Is there more to this than a simple case of
As if
suicide?
to answer. Hey, what are you talking about?
I wonder if this Davenport person has any connection to Joanne's suicide.
I love again that she's just speculating about this out loud.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna do a quick save.
Good call.
Can I?
No. Joanna and I might not have been buddies, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let some stranger pop through her stuff.
That's fair.
Can I use your phone?
You what?
It'll only take a second.
Fine, just hurry up.
Who do you think you're calling?
Ghostbusters. I've had enough
Hello,
of your shit.
could I speak to Joey, please? Hi, Joey? Yes, I had some questions for you.
Not bad, kid, not bad. If you got some
How do you say that like that? Like, did someone give you... Did someone give you a happy tug?
something to say, say it quick. Maybe pincushion
Either
here
that or
starting to
Joey's a
look little
closet
hot
weeb.
under the collar.
Yes, hello. Could you tell me what I'm supposed to do now, please?
Do. Look around, check for clues. We need all the information we can get our hands on.
Joey, can you do something about that little bird who is watching me?
Huh? You mean Metal Nose?
Yes, she's making me nervous.
Me? What can I do?
You performed a little trick for me earlier. I'd like you to repeat it for me.
Trick?
Joey, do you see the pile of papers on the desk?
Yeah?
I need you to work your magic on them.
Sure, I can handle that.
Thanks again, Kelly.
Yeah, sure.
Nice one.
Looks like standard poli-sci lecture notes. Looks like Joanne liked to doodle in class. The
Again,
last set of notes in this notebook are pretty strange.
she's saying this right in front of Kelly!
Like, the least they could have done, and it actually would have saved a lot of time, too, and data, is, like, just put a reverb effect on those lines and don't show the fucking face to imply that she's thinking it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hard, guys.
I'd better take a closer look.
Joanne and blah, Susan and Alexander. So many men, so little time. Allie and... Can't hear the prof. I no longer care. He won't leave me alone. Can't concentrate. Allison is gone. He made her go. Susan is gone too. They won't let me see her. I am the only one left. Have to hold on. What do you want? What do you want? This has been role-playing with me.
This has been Schizophrenia Theater with Mem Lorelai.
I think it's safe to say that these refer to the same person.
Now this is kind of...
Alexander Davenport. His name is
Whoever
Alexander Davenport.
is, Susan must like him a lot. He's either a boyfriend or something close to it. The school thought that Adrian was a girl because of his name. Alex could also be a girl's name. I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder if this Alexander Davenport person has any connection to Joanne's suicide.
Hey, Skeeto. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
I wonder if this That makes no sense.
Oh, thanks.
That's
Alright.
stupid. You're stupid.
Can I use your phone again?
Again?
It'll only take...
I think you used my... Why don't you get a cell phone
Ah.
like everybody else?
Okay. fine.
So, congratulations, kid. You committed your first burglary.
Is that what I just did?
For the greater good, kid. For the greater good.
It makes me feel so much better.
Let's see. Well, there is someone that we can ask. No one said the thing, I'm sad now. I don't know, but well, happy spooks, miss.
Hi, it's me again.
You have more questions, I imagine?
Yeah, is that okay?
I suppose so. What do you want to know?
Do you know an Alexander Davenport?
The name doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid.
Did you ever meet Joanne's friend Susan?
The name doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid.
What?
Do you know anything about Joanne's friend Allie?
I'm afraid not. Who is Allie?
She's... Never mind, it's not important.
Alright.
Again, he just knew the faces, not the names.
True. Alright.
Well, that's all for now. Thanks for helping out.
Just remember, leave my name out of it.
Boy, you're hospitable.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit too late, I'm afraid. Yeah, it is also getting pretty late for you.
It's too late to apologize. To the internet.
Yeah?
And Alexander Davenport was listed as being on the hockey team at NYU. It doesn't say anything else about him, though. Without a last name, the word Susan...
Oh! I just realized.
You come...
Yeah, sure.
Who's it? Yeah, sure.
Yes, the only thing you must say when it is said hello there. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank on that.
The sign says Sandy Chen and Sonata Munoz.
Oh, I thought that was...
The sign reads Amanda Faye. The sign says Shell.
I wonder if these are like friends of the developer. Yeah, Sandy Chen I think was actually one of the original VA for Rosangela.
Huh.
Alright, let's give this a quick little save.
Hey.
I don't want to, but I guess we should talk to the ghost again.
Don't worry. I'll do the talking. Hey there. Remember me?
No. Maybe.
She has serious mouth clicks going on.
Yeah.
Look at the ghost on the background.
Can you tell me the last thing you remember?
Candy. I was eating candy.
Candy?
Candy to make the
Well, that's
deeping
concerning.
go away.
Ah, I think I understand. Did it work?
I don't hear him anymore, but he did something to me. They'll go away.
Oof.
Is your name Allie?
Yes, that's me. Alan Montego of Story and Song. She kisses the boys, but not for long.
Cute. Well, Allie Montego. At least we've confirmed who you are. Can you tell me about your friend Susan?
Quiet Sue. Little Lady Lee. Always neat and always fair.
Susan
Won't say
Lee.
much, but you'll know she's there.
Lady Lee?
She had to go away. Stupid deacon. Sending away all my friends. Even the little ones.
Do you know anyone named Alexander Davenport?
Alexander
I think
Davenport.
Alexander the Great. Was it an accident, or was it just fate?
Hello there, General Kenobi. Ah,
Hello there.
hello there. Anyway.
Are you friends with a girl named Joanne?
Joanne? Joanne? Beware of Joanne when her plans unfurled, for she intends to take over the world.
Why are you speaking in rhyme?
He drove her away.
I mean, you gotta pick up some hobbies when you're dead.
I suppose so.
Do you know why Joanne killed herself?
Joanne? She can't be dead. She's going to change the world. She's not dead. Even though she had to go away. They all had to go away because of the deacon.
Can you tell me who the deacon is?
The deacon is the deacon. We called him and he came. He got into my head. He's scared. He's diseased. He's made me diseased too. Now everyone goes away.
Do you know Kelly?
Kelly, crazy Kelly, made of ice jelly. We
What?
all drove her away. But that was okay. It wasn't the deacon's fault. It was hers.
Okay,
So here's the issue. She's not crazy. She's just hungry. She
Let's
just wants
just-
some jelly.
Sit tight. We'll figure this out, and we'll be back.
That place is creepy.
What? You don't like dogs?
You know what I mean. There is obviously a connection between the deacon and these girls, but what? No, I don't see any connection. I don't see what one has to do with the other.
don't you lecture me.
There is obviously a connection between...
Well, I'm going to admit two things here. One, I'm a smidge bit stumped. And two, I started a little bit early today because I also have now been up for about 22 hours.
Yeah, I'd say it's high time you rectified that.
This is around the time when I normally call it quits for the day anyway. But I did just save, so that's good at least. Why is it a slow fade out?
I was going to say.
Why did it... Oh my god, I make it to a stream and you're playing Blackwell. Hi Larks, I'm going to be leaving shortly.
Oh, well, we're going to be ending shortly. So it all works out.
Oh no, I'm late. Little bit. I've been going for the last few hours. And I will say that the lack of sleep is definitely catching up with me. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I will. I'm just gonna fucking end the stream, okay? Anyway, I do want to say thank you to those of you who tuned in today. I would continue going through the night. Trust me, I would love to continue streaming for much, much longer, especially as we get further into Halloween. However, unfortunately, I believe that I have hit my limit, so I'm going to be heading that way shortly. But thank you to everyone who came by to watch today. And again, I've been saying it multiple times. If what you've seen of this game has intrigued you at all, oh, Skeeto.
Yeah.
Send me $10
There it
to
is.
tell me to go to sleep. Okay, I will. But if you are intrigued at all by this game from what you've seen so far, it is available on Steam. It is 70% off, as well as the entire series. I highly recommend playing this game and seeing where it goes, because we've only really scratched the surface of what's going on in this game.
Yeah.
Never mind the rest of the series as a whole. I probably will be continuing this stream going forward, but
Yeah.
I wanted to do something at least somewhat Spookmas related, so that's where we are with that. I want to remind everyone, if you are in America, please vote. Stay
Yeah.
safe. Watch out for yourself. Make sure that when you're voting, you don't wear any kind of paraphernalia that has anything to do with any of the candidates, because that might actually get your vote disqualified. Be on the lookout for anyone who might be displaying dangerous behaviors, and be sure to report anyone to anyone who to officials if they are in fact intimidating people as they are making their way into the voting facility. That is literally illegal. You might also look up the ACLU hotline. It was suggested earlier by Rubrina. Make sure to have that on hand. Research what all of the legal stuff is around voting right now. Obviously, I emphasize this because it is kind of important. That is coming up on the 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, be sure to wear your masks, wash your hands, bring stuff to stand in line with you. Bring water. You're gonna need it. Some people have been staying in line for many, many hours. If you are in line at the time that they are actually closing the polling facility, you don't have to go. They still have to let you vote, as long as you're in line at the time that they close the facility. So don't feel pressured to leave. They will continue taking votes up until the last person in line at the time of closing has managed to cast their vote.
Yeah.
Obviously stay safe, and when I say that, I mean obviously masking up, social distancing, and all of that stuff that we've become accustomed to saying this entire year. But also, if someone does show up with specific intent to do harm, don't stay in a space. Like, your vote is important. It is a matter of life and death, but don't put yourself in the risk of bodily harm. Do what you can to safeguard your life, because that is a hell of a lot more important. And again, as long as you're able to document it, there's gonna be legal consequences for that kind of shit, or at least there should be. But definitely wish Americans luck. We are going to sorely need it.
Yeah.
And of course, with all of the obligatory end of stream stuff, I also want to once again draw attention to things like the coffee.com/mlorelei, which is a nice little way to potentially contribute to helping. Obviously, there's like the super chats here. Thank you again, Skeeto. And I think it was, I hate to forget the name, but I think it was John Morrison earlier.
I think it may have been, yeah.
Forgive me if I got that wrong. The $2 donation earlier, I also really appreciated. And obviously there's Patreon for people who want to support me on the regular. Again, all of these things make a big difference. A lot of you who are in chat are also patrons and regular donators. So again, when I say that I appreciate it, I know everyone says they appreciate it. And I know that I say that every time. But I don't know what I would be doing right now if I wasn't getting the support that I'm getting. I wouldn't have been able to afford any of my medications. I would not be able to afford basic living expenses. So when I say that it makes a difference, I mean it would be pretty catastrophic. So my appreciation is definitely very genuine. I would donate, but my cat had to do a dumb, and now I got a nice vet. Yeah, don't worry about that, Shakarian. And I've emphasized this before, but I mean it as well. Let's restart the donation wars. Never give more than you are able to give comfortably. In fact, don't feel obligated to give me anything. That's never a requirement. If I make any kind of points to it, it's just literally because of the kind of difference that it makes for me. But never, ever, ever going to be a barrier to any content that isn't stuff like behind the scenes things and early access. Everything I do, I do it for you. No. I mean, I guess, yeah, but anyway. It's always all appreciated, but at the end of the day, as long as there's eyes on the content that I'm making, and as long as you guys are having a good time while you're watching and contributing and chatting and all of that.
Yeah.
Sending my best to your kitty. I am glad that your cat is doing better from what I saw. I am really appreciative to see that she's doing better.
Yeah.
But I am also glad that I forget if it was a she or he, forgive me. I'm glad that the kitty was able to get some appropriate tuna. Thank you, everyone, for coming by to watch today. Thank you, Griffin, for once again joining me.
Always a pleasure.
And hopefully I will see you guys next week, and hopefully I will not be on a bizarre sleep schedule where I am up for 22 hours. So it's going to be fun to hear. Just wish my job let me be here more. Yeah, I know that feel.
Yeah.
But good night, everyone. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Vote. And be sure to support the people in your community. You know, there's going to be fallout one way or another from everything that happens. So be ready to protect yourself.
And even despite all that, do try and have a happy Halloween.
Yes. That is also very... And have, just despite all of that, have hope. Like, I know that sounds like after all of the shit that I've been talking about, after many, many streams where I sit here and climb on my soapbox saying about how there are terrible evils in this world. But I really do mean that it's important to hold on to hope. And I believe that it's possible to be hopeful. Hope is how we make the good things happen, because we're inspired to take action and make them happen. So believe in the power of yourself and your friends and your community, because if all these things come together, we can, in fact, work miracles. So, wishing you all the best, and presuming nothing happens between now and Saturday that causes the apocalypse, I hope to see you then.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.